So hello guys, first of all wish you a very happy new year. May all your dreams come true and success be with you in all you do. So let's start with the first video of 2022. And in this video what I'm going to do is cover this automate simple business process with Process Builder with the help of Flow Builder. As we all know that Salesforce recently announced in the Dreamforce that by 2023 they are going to depreciate Process Builder and workflow rules. So the new automation tool is Flow Builder, and in this video I am going to complete this challenge with the help of Flow Builder. So most of the people in Salesforce community will go through this challenge, which is automate simple business process with Process Builder. In this challenge what you are going to do is whenever account shipping details is changed, you need to update all related contacts mailing address. So this is the simple scenario probably you completed during your journey. So the same scenario I am going to cover with Salesforce flows. So as you can see, this is the basic challenge. You need to create a process builder according to this challenge, but instead of process builder, we are going to create a flow for that. So let's go to the Salesforce org and in quick find type flows, click on flows, click new flow. So we are going to create a record triggered flow, because we need to initiate our flow whenever a account record changes, means updated. And let's say if there is any change in the particular field set, which is shipping address, so we need to simply update our related contact mailing address. So click on record triggered flow, click create. This is going to be a super easy flow. I will explain you in a very simple manner what we are going to do. As we all know that we need to select account here, because whenever account shipping address is changed, we need to update our related contacts. So simply select account over there. Now a record is created or updated, because in the scenario we are using this condition, and in the condition requirement select or. Because if any of the field, let's say city is changed or pin code is changed, any field from the shipping address is changed, then we need to simply update. So that's why we are using or condition over there. That means if single field is also changed, then again we need to update our contact mailing address, right? So here we need to select like shipping, city, shipping country, shipping postal address, means postal code, add one more condition as shipping street, and one more condition which is shipping state. Now in the operator we need to select is changed, because we are checking for is changed, whether the field is changed or not. If the field is changed, then we need to update. Here we need to type true, select global constant true. Similarly for other three condition, and the last one true. So here you can see our condition requirements are completed. Now we have 5 conditions. If any of the condition is changed or any of the field is changed, we need to simply update our related contacts. Now here you can see the first condition is automatically selected, because we used is changed operator in our condition requirement, and here you can also see this message, because you selected the is changed operator in a condition. You can't change when to run the flow for updated records. If we need to select the second option, you need to change is changed to something else. I also explained the same concept in my previous video. You can check out that video in the I button, and you will know the difference between these two conditions, when to use every time and when to use only when, right? In the optimize the flow for, we need to select action and related records, because we need to update our related contact. So simply select this condition and click done. Now what we need to do is we need to select a update record element, and let's say update related contacts. How to find record to update and set their values? So as we know that we have a condition where account ID equals to the record ID. So we need to select the third option over there, because first we need to identify which related contacts to update and then assign the value from account shipping address to the contact mailing address. So that's why we are using the third condition over there. So select contact, and in the contact you need to simply type account ID equals record.id. Record global variable is the variable which is storing the triggering record, means the record which triggers the flow. So account will be the record who triggers the flow. So that's why we are using record global variable dot id. What it will do, let's say there is an account and let's say there are 5 contacts over there. It will update all the 5 contacts that are related to that particular account ID. Now in the field we need to simply map our field. So in mapping what we need to do is mailing city, mailing country, mailing postal code, mailing state and mailing street. Now simply in the right hand side we need to map record global variable dot shipping city. Similarly record dot country. Record dot postal code. Record dot state and record dot street. Now here you can see all the 5 fields are mapped, and simply we are transferring our account shipping values to our contact mailing values. Now simply click done, save your flow. Let's say update all related contacts and save your flow. Now simply activate it and let's move to any record for account. Let's say take United Oil and Gas Singapore. Here you can see we have 2 contacts, and first of all let's check what is the shipping address for this account United Oil and Gas Singapore. So here you can see this is the shipping address, and let me show you the mailing address of these contacts. So right now you can see this is the mailing address which states Singapore for the first contact, and let me also check for the second contact. This is the mailing address, and now what I am going to do is I am going to change the shipping city. So let's say Bhopal, and click save. So here you can see there is a new address which we have Bhopal also appended in the shipping address, and let me go to the related contacts and check whether these changes are reflected over there or not. So let's first click on the first contact and click on details, and here you can see Bhopal over there. So that means our flow is working fine. Let's check for the second contact, Tom Ripley. Let's click on details, and here you can see Bhopal is also appended over there. If you can change other fields over there, so that fields are also reflected into the same manner. Now that's how you can simply change, or you can say create a flow for your existing process builder. And if I go to the check challenge process and click on check challenge, you will see this challenge is also completed with the help of Salesforce Flow Builder. I will also let you know that there is no process builder in my Salesforce org for this particular challenge. So here you can see the challenge is completed, and let me go back to the setup and show you that there is no process builder for this challenge. Let's say process builder. So here you can see 0 items over there. There is no process builder. So this challenge is completed by Salesforce Flow, and in future I am very much sure that Salesforce Trailhead is also going to update their content, because as per Salesforce, they are going to depreciate it by 2023. So right now you can check out this video if you want to create a flow instead of a process builder for this challenge. Thank you so much if you're watching this video till now, and subscribe this channel for more such videos.